Alright, so here's our crank. So, this one we rebuilt a while back. So, wipe this stuff all off. Just a brand new S&S crank that I rebuilt to make it better. So now we can measure what our shafts are. Here are our bearing clearances. So we pulled out our good mic. This has the veneer scale on it. That's what these other lines over here are all about. That splits 1 thou up into 10 places, so you get 1/10 of a thou. Then you can cut that in half again, get 50 millionths of an inch. Okay, these should be 1-inch diameter shafts, so you go up to 1 inch. Let's go measure it and see what we actually have. So you bring it off, you look at the 0, looks good, then you look at the veneer scale over here and see if it lines up with the 0, or with the 9 over here, or the 8, depending on what it is. And that's how you read it. So we gotta have this on the crank to do it, because when you pull it off it changes a little bit. Not a lot, but a little. Looks like we're about 1/10 and a half over. Yeah, we'll call it 2/10. We look like they're fairly round. So if you look at it really close, you can see how you're a little bit above the 0. And you go over to the side, and that number 5 right there, which is correlates to your 2/10 number, your 2 down here, 2/10 over. So that was on the right side shaft. Now you measure the left side shaft. See where it's at. It appears to be 1/10 over. Yep. Rotate it, check it some more. Check it in various places. They do vary. Okay, this one appears to be 1/10. So I think this and this are getting a little bit better quality now than they used to be. They used to vary all over the place. So we're 1/10 over on this side, 2/10 on that side over. Alright. Now we know what the bearings are going to be. And so they're going to be a 1/4 inch roller. You add a 1/2 inch to your number. That'd be 1.5 inches. And then how much clearance do you want? That's how much over the 1.5 inches you go. So that's going to put our number about be like 501, and probably, depending on how loose you want the stuff, you can be 1/10 to 2/10 or 3/10 over that number, depending on where you're kind of at. So it's a flexible number. You can be 1 to 1.5 clearance. You can be as low as 8/10. I don't like being that tight, but 9/10 to 1 thou over is a good number for clearance. So if you set all your numbers up, you know where you're at. Basically, we're talking about the tenths number of 1 and 2 over. So you add your 9 to it, that'd be 1 and 11. If you add 1 thou to it, which is 10/10, that'd be 11 and 12. That's the number you're looking on your gauge. So that's how you figure it out. That's assuming the bearings are standard size, which we're never going to assume that. I don't really care at this point. Once I get closer to what the bearing diameter is going to be, what the race diameter is going to be, then I'll worry about the diameter, what the rollers are. Right now we just got to get close. So we kind of know what we're looking for. We're looking for basically above the 1 number here. Like right now we're sitting at 1 plus 1. We'll be at that number. Okay, so over here, I'm going to set this up for viewing. It's kind of hard to do. Okay, we're on our step over here, stairway. That's a little bit too far down, I think. Bring it down 1 step. Alright, get an idea of what's happening over here. I think pretty good. We don't need these, we're not going to make a big mess. Get them out of the way. We're not honing this right now, so that's going to go away. Don't need you. Okay, we're going to be a long 1.5 inches, so it's probably going to be this big boy right here, or is this 1 5/8? I think this one's 1.5 inches. We'll see. Okay, here's our case. Either 1.5 or 1 3/8, it goes in there. Got a lot of clearance on it. I assume it's 1.5 inches. It's got my stop washer on there. It's easy what that's all about. This doesn't fit on this hone very well. This is made for the big hone. It's a small hone. Small home means we don't have a big long table here to make room for everything. So we have to live with it. Which means it's probably going to get messy. Oh well, the way it goes. Okay, let's see if we have enough room to go bigger on this, or we're going to run out of stone. Yep, looks like we just made it. Okay, good there. Okay, we go in that far. Okay, we're going to bottom out in that before we get too deep. Alright. That'll work. The problem we have is no lubrication in here. So let's have to turn it on and get some oil in it. Fill it up. Okay, we're all lubed up there. Some lube inside the bearing laces here. Off the excess I don't need in my hand. Stick that right in there. Alright, so this works. Maxed out. Great. And where are we loose? Take it out. Oh, we're pissing all everywhere. It's pissed all over my feet. Okay. I can measure and see what we got here. Let's see, it's over here behind us. I can't see it. Alright, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not from that view. So right now we're at just below above 0, 3/10 up. Turn it sideways and see the outer roundness. About 8/10 that way. See Got a lot of material to hone on that side, surprisingly. This side we got some taper in there. Let's see, we're 13 that way. I think we got a lot of material to hone still. Surprising, that's good. I like it when I gotta hone something. The problem is my stones are almost worn out. That's the bad part. Got a lot of material to hone and not much to hone with. Oh well, we'll make do. All we gotta do is get it roughed in this way, get everything lined up, then come back and do the finish honing with the other stones. Okay, that goes about there. Worn out. No stone left to work with. That kind of sucks. Alright. Doesn't need much to work with there. Okay, what do we got? 9/10, 9 thousandths there. That's left to hone. 2/10 that way and 4/10 there. Okay. So we got material to work with that one. It's dripping everywhere. This one we got 2/10. 2/10 over 0 there. The wrong direction. 8/10 so that way and 5, 4, 5 there at the end. So you got one spot's already going to the positive side of the 0. Still got a full tile to go, but it's getting there. Okay, so now I got the races kind of halfway lined up, but I'd rather like to keep honing these on this, and our stones are worn out. So means we're gonna deal with that. Stones are only about half worn out, but in this case they're fully worn out because there's no more room to go. Okay, so do we have a bigger arbor or is this it? Pretty sure this is our big one. That one's definitely smaller, so is that one. And this big long one here I think is definitely smaller. Without a doubt. Oh yeah, way smaller. Yep, that's the one we're going to be using. See, I got a whole bunch of Evangels back in here. Trying to find one that we can use besides the we already got, but we got the one we're supposed to be using. It's just our stones are worn out, so change everything out. Alright, it's kind of a pain in the butt doing all that, but it is what it is. That's too small. Should be an Allen wrench in here somewhere in one of these containers. Nope. Okay, I'm going to find some Allen wrenches. We'll be back.